So my ex wanted me to allow her and her kids to come to my house because, I guess it caught fire and they needed somewhere to go. Now, a little backstory, when we broke up, I had nowhere to go and she put me out in the street, right? It's cool. As a grown man, you should always have your own place, right? Lesson learned. But now that I have my own establishment and now that she's out on hard times, she thinks that she's held the same position she once did when we were dating. I have no obligation to you or your children, no different than you did to me and mine when you put me out in the street at 12 o'clock at night on a Thursday and I had to be to work at 4 a.m. in the morning. I didn't cause no scene. I didn't break no things. I didn't wake up the kids with yelling and screaming. I happily and gradually walked my black self out, stepped in my car on my job, and got to it. So I say that to say this. I told her the same thing. Hit up one of those guys you was messing with, a family member, a church, a shelter, but you can't come here. You don't hold that starting five position no more, sweetie. It's been fulfilled. You're not even a sub. You're not even on a practice squad. You're not. Just letting you know what it is. And it's not me being mean. It's me letting you know that when we broke up, we broke up. I don't hold you to no obligations towards me. And you can't hold no obligations towards you. So I'm not being mean. I don't wish harm on you and your kids, but we're not going to play that game of you coming in here with your children 3 months later. Ain't no telling how long you're going to be in here. Ain't no telling that's even a true story. But I won't let her come in to find out. So you guys let me know, am I being an a-hole or am I holding strong?
I don't know about the rest of these people, but I don't think you were wrong at all. We always ask ourselves those questions. Would this person do it for us if they were in the same situation? And she already proved what she would do if you were in that situation. She didn't care that you had to go to work. She didn't give a damn about none of that stuff that you had to deal with. So why in this moment should I care about what she has to deal with? Even if she has children, none of that matters. She had other people to communicate with when she threw you out. Go talk to those people, family members, ex-boyfriends, I don't know, but none of that got anything to do with me. So good luck out there, because the last thing you about to do is guilt me into letting you come over here, and now all of a sudden that 3 days turned to 3 months, and now I can't get you out. Now you're starting to think we're a couple again when I was just trying to be nice because I didn't want to see those kids out in the cold. No, I ain't playing none of those games. And it sucks too, because I'm pretty sure if she would have did him right or gave him an opportunity to figure some things out before she threw him out in the cold, I'm pretty sure he would have been more open to helping her out in her situation. But a lot of people don't think about that. See, a lot of people get power or they get some type of control of a situation and they just want to act a fool, but they never want to think about what's going to happen when they're on the other end. Well, there you go. So you're the one who put that energy out there and now it's just coming right back to you. So I agree with this man. If I'm in that situation and my ex was to call me after doing that to me, I'ma sound just like CeeLo Green. But anyway, that's just me. What y'all doing in this situation?
So, I don't know who needs to hear this, but women are allowed to be broke.
I beg your pardon?
Yep, I said it. It's men that are not allowed to be broke. It's you men that are not allowed to be broke. And the only men that are going to have a problem with what I'm saying are broke men, stingy men, and men that are not providers. This whole what does a woman bring to the table debacle, that's why I never understood why a woman would be offended when a man calls her broke when she asks him for money. Like, duh, I'm supposed to be broke. I'm supposed to be a damsel in distress, dummy. You're never gonna know how much money I make, if I make any at all. Because bottom line, a man that got money ain't checking for a woman who got money. A man that is secure in his finances is not checking to see what old girl is bringing to the table financially.
You know, this is like clockwork. You can set your timer to it right around the end of the month or the start of the month. Here come the men are broke videos. A man is cheap, stingy, or broke if he's not trying to give women money. And you know the rest of the shaming language they love to use on us. This is right around the time where those late rent notices start going out. So they start coming with these videos to put it on the men. But lady, we are hip to this. Now I will say I do agree with her. Women are supposed to be broke. I think that's true. If it was about 70, 80 years ago when women couldn't have their own bank accounts, or women didn't have jobs, where women couldn't have their own credit cards, yeah, back then women were supposed to be broke. But not in 2025. Y'all gotta figure it out. That money ain't just gonna pop up. You're gonna have to figure out a way to get it. Now, there are a lot of men out there offering discount $40 deals. Some of them are offering $45, $50 if you want to sign up for that. But you're gonna need some money for something, because those bills don't pay themselves. And you better not let yourself go. You better keep your appearance up, because if you start looking bad, that price is gonna drop dramatically. You're gonna roll up on them trying to offer it to him for $40. He gonna be looking at you like, ugh.
Two.
The fact is, this is ridiculous. This is just women doing what women do, talking nonsense. You can go out there and keep believing this if you want to, but I do got some advice for you. If you are going to walk around with this mindset, make sure you go to Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, wherever, one of the good stores. Get you a nice tent, because you're gonna need somewhere to sleep when that landlord throw you out because you ain't got his rent money. He ain't going for none of those excuses either.
Your rent's due, mother. And don't be pulling that falling down the stairs on me, you hear? Are you conscious?
Google some soup kitchens and stuff like that, because you're gonna need them. Because if you don't find some man to come along and save you from yourself, in about 5-10 years, you're gonna be sounding just like Whitney.
I have nothing.
But hey, I could be wrong.
Where are the men that mid-looking black women? Because yes, most black women are drop dead gorgeous, but then there's black women that look like me that aren't drop dead gorgeous. We still need love though. I've been single for 16 years.
Damn. I'm sorry.
16 years, you guys.
I ain't gonna lie to you, 16 years is a long time to be single. But if you want a relationship, you gotta keep your head up and keep going out there giving it a try. Now, there are a couple of things you need to do if you want to get a man in your life. Number one, go outside. Go do something. Take a walk in the park, walk around your neighborhood, do whatever you gotta do, but get outside, because ain't no man gonna come knocking on your door to start a relationship with you. That ain't gonna happen. Number two, when you go outside, just throw something decent on. You ain't gotta get dressed up like you're going to a club. Just throw on something decent so the men know that you take care of yourself, and fix your hair a little bit. You'll be fine. But number three is the most important thing. This is where I think a lot of women make the mistake. When those mid-looking dudes approach you, you have to be willing to date them. See, the problem with a lot of women who are mid and below, they don't want the dudes who are mid and below. Y'all want to date somebody who's higher than what you are. This is a big problem with women. They just feel like they always deserve something better. I'm always saying how a woman who could be a 3 or 4 still want the man who's a 9 or 10. It doesn't matter. Y'all still want the same man. So if you are open to dating mid men, you have a better chance of getting into a relationship. Because the fact is, there are men out there who would date a woman who's not the best looking woman in the world if she got a good personality, treats them well, things like that. So I'm pretty sure if you open yourself up to that, you'll be just fine. But that's just my opinion. Men, if you got some advice for her, women, if you got some advice for her, put them in the comments. Maybe you can help this young lady out. You see what I'm saying, fellas? This whole time we've been wrecking our brains trying to figure out why these women continuously pick the wrong man. Well, as you can see, they were born like this. They came straight out the womb like this. This whole time I'm thinking it's social conditioning and all the other stuff that will cause them to pick wrong, but it's none of that. It's in their DNA, and it doesn't matter what nationality, race, color, none of that. It's just who they are. Ain't nothing we can do to change it. So it is what it is.